Okay, if I were to ask you, what are your top three values? What would you say off the bat? One, two, three. What are your values? Do you know your values? Do you know what values are? Okay, let's see. We are approaching the end of the year. October is right around the corner, which is Q3. Next thing you know, we are in January 2025, and Q1 is starting all over again. And we will be starting all over again with New Year's resolutions and goals and milestones and all of that. Do you want to know the reason why when you achieve your goals, or if you even do achieve your goals, when you achieve your goals and you don't feel fulfilled, where you feel like there's still something missing? It's because those goals weren't connected to any of your values. Those goals had nothing to do with what you actually care about. Can you believe that? Some time ago, I was talking about the fact that there's a clear correlation between high achievers and depression, right? And that has to do mostly with goals, right? What I see in my coaching practice is the fact that people set goals, but those goals are not necessarily dear to them. They set goals like more money, getting a new job, being a millionaire, and doing all of these things. But why do you want that? What does that mean to you? What do you think you will get? What sort of feeling do you expect to get when you get those goals, when you reach those goals, right? So what are values? Values are so important, especially now that we're ending the year. We're about to start our New Year's resolutions. And trust me, New Year's resolutions do not start on January 1st. They start the year before, potentially in Q3. That's usually how companies work. In Q3, they rounded up the year and they're already talking about Q1. They're not even thinking about Q3 anymore. Q3 is already here, right? So January 1st, your goal is to lose weight. What does that mean? You want to lose 30 pounds? You want to cinch your weight? What exactly does that mean? What do you hope to get when you lose those 30 pounds? Who do you think you're going to become when you lose those 30 pounds? Those are questions that you need to ask yourself. And losing weight, is that related to your goals in any way? Is health one of your goals? Is feeling good, looking good one of your goals? If it's not, when you lose those 30 pounds, trust me, in 3 months, you will go right back to gaining that weight all over again. Do you know why? Because these goals are not aligned with what you hold most dear. Values are not something, having values, these are not things that are taught, right? It's not something that they teach you at school. It's something that comes within. It comes deeper from somewhere deep inside, right? It's not even something that I can necessarily explain to you right now, right? It comes from ourselves, and they usually come from the choices that we make. And usually we feel dissonance when we're not aligned, and sometimes there's a lot of stress when we're not aligned with our values. We don't understand where the stress is coming from. It's probably because you're working at a job that's not aligned with your values. You've been there for 20 years. And every day you're stressed, but you're putting in so much work, and you just got promoted and you just got that money, but you still feel empty inside. That's why. As a leadership and performance coach, this is what I work on every single day with my clients. Figuring out what their values are, figuring out what is dear to them. And now working from those values, creating goals that align with those values, so that when these goals are achieved, there is a feeling of joy and fulfillment, and it's not fleeting. It continues and it continues and it continues. And usually values are things that are lifelong. Values are things that will anchor you while you rise, while you reach for the stars and land on the moon. Let me know if you want me to do a quick video on how to set goals and how to align to your values. And also reach out to me if you want to speak one-on-one and learn about my coaching practice and things like that. But anyways, Q3 is here, which means 2025 is already here. When you think about those goals, when you think about those New Year's resolutions, don't forget to insert what's most dear to you. Bring in the joy, bring in the happiness, and everything else that you think are your values. All right, I'm Linda Foyning. I am a leadership and performance coach. Let me know if you like these topics and much more, and I will keep telling you about them. All right, have a good one.